Yesterday, the director of the Oklahoma Bar Association, John Williams, reached out to me and asked if I could make a short video to provide information to attorneys about what coronavirus relief is available for them. I had already planned on making this explanatory video for small business owners. So now, this video is a two-in-one, applicable to all the attorneys who are running your own practices and find yourselves in a crunch, but also important to everyone who's a small business owner in any field. First, to be clear, there have been 3 different bills that have been passed as the federal government's response to the coronavirus pandemic we're facing. Each bill has provided different avenues for assistance and relief. And so for this video, I want to focus on the 3rd bill, which was just passed. It's officially called the Coronavirus Aid, Relief, and Economic Security Act, or it's been referred to as the CARES Act. More specifically, for this video, I'm going to be focusing on one section of the bill, which is the forgivable loans. The forgivable loans are getting considerable attention, and I want to tell you about them. And just to ensure I'm fairly straightforward and easy to follow today, I'll be using the good old who, what, when, where, how, and why questions to keep you right along with me. So let's get started. Who qualifies for these loans? Businesses and nonprofits with fewer than 500 employees are generally eligible, with some exceptions. Self-employed workers and gig workers are also able to apply for loans. To be eligible, borrowers will need to have been in business as of February 15, 2020, and will also have paid employee salaries and payroll taxes or have paid independent contractors. What is so special about these loans? The government is offering $350 billion in forgivable loans that they have tied to payroll to incentivize businesses to keep from laying off workers. Businesses can receive loans of up to $10 million, and the total amount that can be borrowed will be based on how much the company paid its employees between January 1st and February 29th. When will the loans be made available? Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin said he expects that by the end of next week, we will have a very simple process where these can be made and dispersed in the same day. Where can I obtain a loan? Approximately 1,800 private lenders are already approved to issue these loans, and the Treasury Department would like to make it possible for almost all FDIC insured banks to make SBA loans. Why should I get this loan? First, the interest rate will be relatively low. The bill sets the maximum interest rate for these loans at 4%. Second, these loans allow borrowers to defer payments for 6 months to a year. Third, there's also a loan forgiveness component included in the bill for businesses that retain their workers or rehire ones that were laid off and maintain their average size of their full-time workforce. Those businesses would be eligible for a forgiveness on portions of their loans used for certain costs, including payroll, rent payments, mortgage obligations, utilities. How is the payroll used in the calculation? The legislation instructs lenders to determine the proper loan amount by using a formula that takes into account a business's past payroll expense. The amount of the forgiveness will take into account the number of workers that were retained or rehired, and businesses may only be required to repay the interest that is accrued. The main underwriting standards for eligibility will be proof of payroll costs and will be significantly relaxed from other SBA loans. The SBA also plans to release detailed guidelines in coming days on underwriting and application criteria. Finally, I would like to note that there are a number of varying loans being offered by the legislation that has been passed in response to the coronavirus. This video just focuses on one because it strikes me as the most attractive option because of its far-reaching of eligibility for business owners of all sizes and in nearly every industry, and because of what is quite nearly free money guaranteed by the government to help you make it through. If you are interested in obtaining this loan or others, firms like ours have already begun helping business owners get ahead of the pack before the money runs out. So I would encourage you to apply as well before it's too late. Finally, if this video was helpful for you, please like, share, and comment to help get the word out, because we're all in this together.